Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And we are back here doing some more Mythic Plus action, this time for Season 2 of Dragonflight Mythic Plus. And today I have the highest key that I've timed or even attempted so far this season, which is a +19 timed the Underrot. And Sai was nice enough to invite me to his key, so thank you, buddy. We did an 18 and 19, and then maybe we even see that 20 before the week's over. We'll just have to wait and find out. But if you guys don't remember who Sai is, he was a part of my Mythic Plus group for Season 3, Season 4 of BFA. We did a little bit in Shadowlands, not a whole lot. I actually raided with his guild back in Nyalotha for Mythic. But it was a pleasure to get back into a queue with him, and let me tell you, he brought the pumpers out for this run. So our group's going to consist of Ty tanking for us on their Guardian Druid, Lyn healing for us on their Holy Priest, and then the DPS is going to be Sai on his Destruction Warlock. We have Mura Shadow on their Shadow Priest, and then of course myself on my Marksman Hunter. And in this video, my item level is 424, and my weapon is a 437 Shadow Flame crafted Bow of the Dragon Hunters, and I do have a Fang adornment on there. And then of course my other embellishment is going to be the Mastery above 90% health embellishment over on my ring. And you will see, if you look at if you go check out my Radar.io profile, I have not got a lot of gear yet. So unfortunately, most of the gear you're going to see in this run is still going to be from Season 1. And speaking of that Season 1 gear, I still have my 4 set for Season 1. And then also my trinkets are going to be a 421 Hunger of the Pack and a 421 Bottle of Spiraling Winds. And looking at my talents in this video, I'm pretty much running with my standard Mythic Plus AoE build that I'm championing over on my my guide, so be sure and check out. There's a link down in the description down below for that, and be sure and join my Discord as well. But looking at those talents, I have Explosive Shot, then Poison Injection, Death Chakram, and then I do have Binding Shot in this run. And then on the Marksman Hunter side of things, I have True Shot, of course, and that's augmented with Unerring Vision. I have Salvo, and Salvo is always going to be connected to my Volley. And then I am running with Legacy of the Windrunners and Windrunners Guidance. Doesn't actually proc that much in this run, but I've done the math already for you. Every time you use an aim shot, whenever you're using Windrunner's Guidance, you have an 11.47% chance to get 6 seconds of True Shot. That's pretty good. When you get True Shot, always make sure, unless you're in an AoE situation, you just spam that aimed as much as possible. Do yourself a favor and do a lot of damage. In my stat line in this video, I have 40% crit, 22% haste, 16% mastery, and 7% versatility, and that of course is with buffs. And then finally, I am still using an Onyx Annulet, so I am running with a Prophetic, a Storm, and a Desirous Stone in that, and it is a 424 ring. And then looking at the key itself, like I said earlier, it is a timed +19 the Underrot, and the affixes are Fortified, Entangling, which is new for Season 2, and Bolstering, which has been updated for Season 2. So, the Underrot is arguably going to be one of the easiest keys you see so far this tier. In fact, all of the highest keys that you see timed, I think there's a 23, 24, maybe even 25 at this point as of me recording this voiceover, they'll all be done in the Underrot. So it is a very good key to get your hands on, particularly this week. It does have some heavily damaging trash. Like the bosses aren't really that bad. It's a lot of trash problems, and particularly when they're bolstered and fortified. So let's look at the trash that you want to worry about and get some more ideas on that for your Marksman Hunter real quick. So there is the Fetid Maggot that will be throughout the dungeon. There's a lot of them there at the very beginning, and then just around the second boss. Have the frontal poop cone, as we say, so you want to make sure and avoid that. You can stun those, and they I should have actually been using my War Stomp for that. That's something I need to get a better job at doing. And then the first bits of trash, which is probably already passed by now, you want to make sure that when the Blood Mother charges you, you can't really avoid that, but there'll be the frontal cleave right after, and it'll just continue to face whichever way it was facing when it charged you. So just make sure you run through the mob, that way you don't get hit with that nasty frontal cleave. And then the last couple of trash items that are going to be just before the first boss, the Blood Priest, they have that, it's like a Reconstitution or something like that. I forget the exact name right now as I'm recording this, but it's a full heal. You want to make sure and interrupt that. And then also put a dispellable buff on them or another target, which is going to be Gift of Gahoon. You want to make sure and purge that off as quick as possible. On the first boss, I don't do a very good job of it in this video, but make sure that you hold your explosive shot and your volley until both of those come out. So when both bosses are standing on top of each other, one being the actual boss, the other being the shadow of the actual boss, then pop all your cooldowns, and that way you can get all that bonus cleave damage, because you want to make sure and dodge the frontal there, and then make sure you're killing the copy as soon as possible. And also, I was the lust in this video, so we lusted the first trash pack, and then we lusted the second boss. I actually don't even remember if we lusted after that, but that shows you how much I was paying attention. But finishing off some of this other trash that's very, very strong, particularly when it's bolstered and fortified, mind you, we have the Disease Lasher in the second area. They cast Decaying Mind. Make sure you interrupt that as much as possible, otherwise it puts a 30-second long stun on you, while the other pustule dudes, the oozes, are putting circles under the ground. It's a bad time. You don't want to get double, triple tapped by that. And then also the Blood Swarmers. So they have a Fixate ability. It ignores slows. It does all that. It'll come right up to you. So just make sure that you're using your binding shot appropriately. Help your group out. Help your healer out. If you have Ring of Peace, if you have a monk in your group, make sure you can use that. That's a godsend. It really is. We did that a lot back in BFA. And then also just make sure that you're kiting them where other people in your group can do damage to them. You know, for example, we're all ranged, so it was fine. But if you have a bunch of melee and you're a marksman hunter, don't be way the heck out away from there. I mean, I'm just as bad about it as anybody. But I'm here to tell you, if you learn something in this run, that's make sure you stay up near the group for that. It helps dodging the poop worms even better. And then on the second boss, make sure you group together. That way you put all of the maggots in the same area so you can easily walk over those. We had a little bit of problems on that boss, but we managed to get through it. You know, that's what matters. And then as we're going down to the third and the fourth boss, just make sure when you get up to the Faceless Corruptors that you are dodging the Maddening Gaze frontal, and then also dodging the tentacles that get spawned around you. But overall, this was an amazing run. On the final boss, I had to kind of basically make sure I was killing all of the oatmeals, as Drexit calls them, the spores, because you want to make sure and keep that area as clean as possible. And then if you stack where you just come from on the final boss, that way he sprays into the room that's already covered. It makes that more dangerous, but it also makes sure you have a cleaner room for longer. But this was an amazing run, such a great opportunity to get into a much higher key than I honestly have the gear for right now. But we hung with both Sai and Mura Shadow. Again, Sai, thank you so much for the invitation. I look forward to hopefully getting into a 20 with him very soon. I've got a lot more Mythic Plus content out there. It's out in the pipeline. It'll be here soon. I promise I'll actually be talking in them too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and be sure and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. Leave me a bunch of information down below. Let me know how you're doing in Mythic Plus. How are you doing in Raid? Have you continued to play on your Marksman Hunter? Did you go Beast Mastery? Did you go Survival? Did you switch classes? I would love to hear that. It's always a community here, so I would love to hear any of your comments down below. Maybe even give me some tips that I don't know about. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I don't know why that's what it's eating my food, sir.
Oh my god, I did the same thing last time.
Did you not wait?
4, 3.
Waiting is cringe, you full send it.
Grapevine.
No, talk about his shadow
Yes,
crash.
yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, good.
Oh, there's a couple of these things.
We don't have any melee to get the melee ones.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Step on those next to you, Ty.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them right next
Oh,
to you.
I didn't see him pass my fat bear ass. Oh, I'm just dead.
Oh no, please. Oh no, please. Ty! Ty! Ow!
I can't pick him all up like this, dude.
Alright, pray Ty that you get through that. Go boss. He's almost dead. We're gonna do it. That's yeah.
You like?
Oh yeah.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Really get person square till I get person next.
What manner of creature is this? It must not be allowed to reach the surface. Destroy it!
I went next on square, Murray next on next.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Stupid rates.
I get the next on next, we shoot kill square before it goes off. We did not kill before it goes off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Let's wait for this debuff tag, please.
It's 10% damage for 9 seconds.
Don't care.
My
Oh,
opener, my pars.
look, it's already gone. You're just starting to ramp. You're fine.
Hey, man, I could have more damage on my ramp if he would have interrupted. Or,
I did
Go
it,
this way.
thank you. Otherwise, we would have died.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
he reses, so. Ow, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, dude.
4,
Nice dog.
3, 2,
Alright.
1.
Need double one, or need turtle and get some, really.
Grapevine.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Like I'm outside of the circle, but I still get stunned.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Try to get this on square.
I got the thing on the worm.
I'll get the next on square then.
Four,
I got
three,
mixed on square.
2, 1.
Break vine.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Break vine.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Break vine.
That's like right back through the worm. Look out. Back to the worm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Break vine.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Break vine.
Oh god. I'm done. I couldn't see the second one.
Oh, that was tentacle.
You got hentai.
Tendies do some damage.
Well, there's only one shadow priest this time, so there's
3,
less time. So.
2, 1.
Break vine.
Oh, that was bad. Oopsie.
You go all the way back to the beginning.
Unfortunately. But there's a shortcut.
I don't think you can take that unless you killed some trash with the killer.
Nah, you can take a shortcut.
You can take the shortcut.
Did we miss trash again?
No, that's
Or,
awkward.
oh yeah, we did. That did.
4,
That's awkward.
3,
Stop this up.
2,
Stop it.
1.
I'm just trying to do it again.
Is that shortcut new or has that always been?
No, that's always.
Oh god, watch out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watching
Break
the
vine.
hentai.
What's the time?
I didn't know hens can tie.
They wear them, so I mean, it makes sense they can tie them. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Maybe it's I can see use it.
The two padding lashers going into the 3 plaque of blobs.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
4, 3,
We did indeed
2,
skip those again.
1.
I guess. Well, Zaya has a weird road because he always has been. I didn't want to do that, so I did what I remember, and I guess what I remember is not correct.
I mean, weird route. What does he do?
Instead of like heading between that, he goes and pulls those 3 random mobs to the right immediately after that first boss. He pulls them.
4,
And he also
3,
pulls.
2, 1.
I think that's what he actually just makes up
Grapevine.
with. When that should be out. I think they used to pull another big guy into that one big group up to the left there with the one in their call, dude. That might be what I'm missing.
Maybe. Who knows?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Give me a second. Oh no.
You said that as a hit charge.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Oh no.
4, 3, 2,
20 mini MD.
1.
I'm just gonna go far.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Contagion detected. Sanitize. Purge protocols engaged. Cleansing area.
Grapevine.
Cleansing area.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Contagion detected. Sanitize. Engaging final safeguard. Destroy virulent source.
You can do it if you want to.
No freehold though?